Crazy. There we go. Man, I tell you what, I don't know what is going on with YouTube. Maybe we got it right. Let's see. Let's see if we got this right. Okay, maybe so. Alex, let me know. Can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, if everything is cool. Man, I tell you what, good deal. Good deal. Seem like YouTube is always coming up with some type of update or something. Man, it's always something. It's always something. Poor decision parent. What's going on? Thank you for stopping by. I tell you, I supposed to have been on at 6 o'clock, but I did everything that I used to do, and for some reason, YouTube, I don't know if they did an update or whatever, but I got here. I got here. So hopefully everyone's doing well. I'm just gonna wait a minute. Mike, what's going on, Mike? Byron, what's going on? Brian, what's going on? Hopefully everyone is having a great weekend. And hopefully everyone is having a great weekend. Sitting with your granddaughter. Oh yeah, you having a great weekend for decision sparing. And it's about 14 days away from Spillway. Gary, what's going on? Bahamas. Man, you are chilling in the Bahamas. Good deal. Good deal. Cheers. Cheers. B, what's going on? Hosting the Final Four Bourbon Share. Cool beans, B. Yeah, yeah. You take care, man. You take care. Thank you for letting me know, man. Take care, B. Have fun. Have fun. Yeah, can't wait till the 18th, man. It's going to be awesome. The more I think about it, the more days pass, the more excited I am about it. Bourbon nerd, what's going on? Yeah, I had a couple of streams because for some reason not Facebook, YouTube actually changed, updated something, and when I hit the start button, it turned my camera away from me twice. It did that, and I didn't know why it did that, but anyway, I'm here now. So thank you for actually finding me. Picked up a Stag 25D in the M&T Lee for just over MSRP this weekend. Good deal. Good deal. Have you tried that Stag 25D yet? I haven't tried it, Mike. Is it pretty good? I know where a bottle is, but I think that's going to be my next um, taping. When I go out to do my next hunt and I tape, that bottle is going to be one that I bring home with me. Okay, you open it now. So let me know what you think about the 25D. And I know it's going to be a fresh cork pop, so I don't know if you need to let it settle for a minute, but I would definitely love to know what you think about that stag. Yeah, stag close to MSRP is great for sure, for sure. Bourbon Field. Wow, two bourbon nerds. Yeah, yeah, I saw that too. I saw that too. So hopefully everyone is doing well. Um, again, I have no idea when I'm going to come on YouTube. I have no schedule when it comes to live streaming. Henry Hickey, thank you for stopping by. And Henry, we always appreciate you here at Little Old Fashioned. Henry actually sent me some samples. So we appreciate you, Henry, for doing that. So always shout out to you. But I don't have a time that I do my live streams. And hopefully that doesn't get on your nerves too bad, because I just come on when I have a little bit of time, because I am a firefighter, so I do work a lot. I do have another part-time job, but I didn't have to work today. So I'm on. But I have to work tomorrow. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. And if anybody's on here that haven't liked or subscribed to the channel, please hit that like and subscribe button, because I am so close. I am so close to 11,000 subscribers. And my goal is to hit 11,000 subscribers before April the 18th, which is Spillway. I want to go down to Spillway with over 11,000 subscribers. And I have 14 days to do just that. So hopefully, you all out there in the YouTube world, I know I can get there with your help. So, hey, pass the video along, pass the channel along, because we are going to get to 11,000 subscribers before April the 18th. Captain Jack, what's going on? What's going on? Do you enjoy cigars? Captain, oh, bourbon, that was bourbon pub, bourbon field. Sorry about that. Big Rick, what's going on, Big Rick? But do I enjoy cigars? Let me tell you, I used to smoke a lot of cigars um, a few years ago, but I slowed down. I slowed down a lot, because to me, and this may sound strange, but since I'm a firefighter, I do breathe in sometimes a lot of smoke, and I didn't want to enhance that with smoking cigars. I know what you mean. I know what you're going to say. One does not have to do with the other, but I was smoking a lot of cigars, and I said to myself, I have to slow down. I have to slow down. So I went from smoking probably 3 or 4 cigars a week down to one a week, down to maybe one a month, down to one every blue moon. Now, I said that to say this. I'm going to jump back in cigars because I enjoy them. I enjoy the sweeter cigars like the Javas, the Drew Estates, the Fat Bottom Betties. I love those cigars. And since now that I have this bourbon channel, a little old fashioned, I think pairing those with a cigar would be right up my alley. So I am going to jump back into cigars. I'm not going to do it a lot, but I am. TL07, what's going on? What's going on? Rick House, having myself a peach smoked old fashioned. Oh, yeah, a peach smoked old fashioned. David, what's going on? I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Rick House, a peach old fashioned. Man, that sounds great. Um, Let me ask you this question. What makes it peach? What makes it peach? Is it like a peach pre-made old fashioned, like this Penelope back here? Or what makes it peach? I'm just curious. Just curious. But that does sound great. That sounds delicious. Peach wood. Okay, so you smoking with the peach chips. Gotcha. Gotcha. Matter of fact, I made a old fashioned about 30 minutes ago. It wasn't for me, but I did make one, and I should have made two, because now I want an old fashioned. Henderson 329, sipping on Penelope straight single barrel tonight. Okay. Sitting at 103 proof. Okay, it's really good. I'm a Penelope fan. I'm a Penelope fan. It's 3 bottles of Penelope I don't like, but the rest I do enjoy. WV Bourbon Guy, what's going on? WB, WB, I see you a lot. I see you a lot on a lot of bourbon channels. So shout out to you. Thank you for stopping by. ATL. Hello, Willa Single Barrel is becoming more affordable in ATL. Okay, I haven't done any bourbon hunting in the ATL, not yet. It's coming. Dave, what's going on? Dave, it's always good to see you. And I see you on a lot of bourbon channels, Dave. It's not too late. Mike, Rio is too sweet. That Rio is definitely on the sweeter side. Now, if you like old fashions, a lot of people probably won't agree with me, but if you like old fashions, I will make an old fashioned out of that Rio, especially if you don't like it neat, mix it into a cocktail, which I suggest an old fashioned. Doug, what's going on, Doug? Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. Now, tonight, I thought we were going to do something a little bit different because if you've been following my channel, you know that I really just coming into rise. I have a ride that I totally enjoy. I think it's the best ride out there on the market. And if you've been following my channel, and hopefully you are, you know that I think that Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye is the best rye on the market for the price. But, but I'm starting to get into ryes. So I said to myself, why not tonight here at a little old fashioned? Let's go over some ryes that I haven't tried before. And the first thing we're going to do is we have a Castle and Key Restoration Rye, 119 proof. This one right here. This is going to be one for tonight. The second one is going to be the Peerless Straight Rye Whiskey, 111 proof. The next one is going to be, which, okay, I did try this one because this one was on my Buster's um, video that I just released the other day. This Ingram single barrel, and this is going to be a rye, 123.8 proof. And we also going to go back over the Sazerac rye foolproof 125. This one here. So these are the four we're going to start off with. Now we might dive into some more, but these are the four we are going to start off with today. So we're going to start off with the lower proof. This is 123. This is 111, and this is 119. So it really doesn't make any difference. Pretty much on the same level. So let's open it up. HD, what's going on, HD? Angie Baby, what's going on, Angie Baby? It's always good to see you. Always good to see you. Cabin Jack, so excellent. Jesse, you enjoy rye. Awesome. Awesome. What would you pay, or what is the decent price for a Knob Creek 21? I don't have a Knob Creek 21, but the last time I seen one, it was about 300 bucks, and I wasn't going to pay 300 bucks for Knob Creek 21. Now, let me say this. I don't know the MSRP on that bottle, so I don't know where to start off about saying what I would pay, but I would not pay $300 for the one I saw. Andrew, what's going on? Bought a 12U Knob Creek Rye CNC. Boy, Chad, that is so good. Have you had any of the older stuff from Knob? I haven't, Andrew. I haven't. I should. Eventually, I'm going to get into Knob Creek. The ones I have are right behind me, but they're not old. They're not 12 years old for sure. Yeah, can we get the likes to match the viewers? Thank you, Angie. Thank you. I always can depend on you. I had some of the Ingram rye from Buster's a little while ago. Bourbon Nerd, what did you think about the rye, the Ingram rye that you had from Buster's? If you're talking about this one, I would love to hear your opinion about that one. Love to. Not a big rye lover, but really like the Silver Springs, I haven't tried the Silver Springs yet, but I've heard great things about it. That's on my list, Dave. I wasn't really a rye guy when I first started, but it's gradually catching up to me. And I like certain ryes, not all of them, but I like certain ryes. Tony Martin, what's going on, Tony? What's going on, Tony? Thank you for stopping by. Gene, hey dude, how's it going? It's going well, Gene. Enjoying some Knob Creek Single Barrel Select Rye this evening. Thank you for that. Thank you. Hopefully you enjoy your weekend. Was at the allocated release yesterday, and the guy in the line said to try Middle West. I've heard that too. I don't have a lot. I don't think I have one bottle of Middle West, I think, around here, but I haven't tried it. I'm starting to hear a little bit about Middle West. Not a lot, just a little bit. So I'm excited to try out the Middle West. But let's open this Castle and Key really quickly. This is going to be my first sip of the weekend because I worked yesterday and I've been moving around all day today. So I'm excited to actually have my first pour with you all tonight. Silverback, what's going on? What's going on? Good evening. Hope all is well. Enjoying a nice bottle. Silverback, are you drinking anything special tonight? It doesn't have to be special. Doesn't have to be special. You know, Gene, I've heard that one. I was watching a YouTuber yesterday, and he actually said that that was his favorite rye. I haven't seen it yet around here, but when I do, I'm definitely going to pick one up. I haven't heard from Jigs lately because I know Jigs doing his own thing, Big Rig. I haven't seen Jigs. I need to reach out to Barbara Peanuts about Jigs because I'm pretty sure they have a great relationship, but I haven't really seen Jigs around here. I need to reach out to him just to see how he's doing. So I'm glad that you brought that up, Big Rig. Glad you brought that up. So again, we are going to start off with the Castle and Key Restoration Rye 119 proof. This is released in 2023. I've been having this bottle for a while. For a while. It was back in the corner, and when I saw it, I say, hey, let's open it up. Now, the thing about the Castle and Key, if you did not know, the top is very heavy. It's a weighted top, so it's pretty cool. I don't know if you, no, you can't hear it, but it's pretty cool. I think the bottle itself is a nice bottle, but it really doesn't make a difference about the bottle. It's what's in the bottle. I've seen the Silver Springs from 118 proof to 126. Okay. See, Tony, I did not know that. So the Silver Springs is just like a Jack Daniels single barrel proof rye. The proofs are different. See, I did not know that. So thank you for actually sharing that. Yeah, Silverback, thank you. Um, yeah, hit the thumbs up button for me, man. Now, we are trying the Restoration Rye 119 proof. It does not smell like it's going to drink at 119 proof. This is a fresh cork pop, and it does not give me a burn or the ethanol smell on the nose, which I thought because I've been having this bottle and it's 119 proof, and I thought maybe it would give me that ethanol smell, but it's not. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. But what it's getting me was giving me is giving me still that earthy tone. That earthy tone, but it smells like it's going to be on the sweeter side. Okay, let's try it. Cheers. Okay, I can tell. It is drinking intense. It is drinking intense. I know this is my first pour of the day, but it's drinking right there in 120 proof. I can tell off the bat. Actually, it's drinking a little bit higher than 120 proof. Now, it's not bad. The flavor is there, but again, I wasn't ready for it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wasn't ready for it. I thought it was going to drink at a lower proof and all would be well. But as soon as it hit my tongue, it burnt just a little bit. Now, the mid palate is where you get the sweetness. But the finish, when I swallowed it, it was there. I mean, it was like intense there. And I said to my mind, I'm like, hold on for a second. But let's give it another try because now I know what it's going to do. So I'm ready for it. Let's do this one more time. Cheers. Okay, that's not bad. It is sitting on the sweeter side. It is drinking right there at 120 proof, maybe a little higher. It's not a bad bottle though. It's not a bad pour. Now, I was going to say it does not seem like it has been watered down because it's drinking right there or a little bit above 119. Now, the finish, even though it is intense, it goes away fast. It doesn't stay with you. It goes away a little fast. Now, it is a well-rounded bottle per se, but I think if you're looking for a rye that doesn't burn, that is a complete bottle, this one right here would not be the one I suggest to you. Now, I would say this Castle and Key is something that you should try, you should have on your shelf eventually. Do not make this one your first rye because, again, if you don't like the higher proof whiskeys, this one is not going to be for you. I say all of that to say this. It would go great in an old fashioned. And I know you say to yourself, a little old fashioned. You say that about everything. I'm going to say you correct because I will make an old fashioned out of anything. So this one, it drinks a little hot, a little strong. So I know this one right here will make a great old fashioned. So let's finish this thing off. Let me see. Angie, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Angie. Let me actually screenshot this because Angie, baby, every time someone donates here at a little old fashioned, we actually put those donations and a picture in our newsletter that we send out every month. And Angie, if you do not mind, because I always ask, if you don't mind, we're going to put you in our next newsletter. And we appreciate you supporting this channel. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Some are 7 years. Okay. I got you, Tony. I'm pretty sure you talking about what I said about the Silver Springs. That rye spice, yeah, that bourbon. I tell you, bourbon nerd, this one does have the rye spice for sure. And Angie, I'm definitely going to send you a copy of that newsletter just to make sure you have one. So I'm going to eventually get your email address, Angie baby, and we are going to definitely make that happen. New Riff Malted Rye, 6 year old. So, how is that HD? I've heard a lot of good things about that New Riff Malted Rye. Mm. Yeah, it is definitely drinking a little warm. Buffalo bourbon enthusiasts. Hey, cheers. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. Again, for the people who hasn't or haven't hit the thumbs up button or subscribe to the channel, please do that because I'm asking for your support. Rick House just picked up a barrel seagrass. Now, I've seen that seagrass a whole lot of places. Excuse me. But I'm gonna tell you, I don't know why I don't want to pay the price for that seagrass. Is it good? Rick House, is it good? Is it worth the price on the bottle? And isn't that bottle like $4.99? Which one, TL07? Which bottle is $4.99? Oh, maybe I missed something. The barrels, yeah, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. The seagrass, is it worth the price? The apricot is there. I tried it in a sample pack from barrel and ended up buying the full size. Okay. Hey, hopefully I can find the sample pack. I haven't seen a sample pack here, so hopefully I find one. Henry New Rift collection, a rye offer, are really good. Okay. Bar Sound original rye single barrel. Henderson 329. Henderson 329, you are definitely going into the newsletter. So Henderson, thank you for the donation. Thank you for the donation, Henderson. We always appreciate anyone who donates here at Little Old Fashioned. And believe me, all donation goes to a good cause. All donation goes to a good cause. So we appreciate you. You are going to be in the newsletter next month. And again, thank you, thank you, thank you. Wish more distilleries did sample. Yeah, I wish more distilleries did sample. If more distilleries did sample packs, I'm pretty sure people will actually buy more of the product. Especially like I like to try before I buy. I like to. Now, it doesn't happen all the time because a lot of places don't have samples. And if they do, they are limited. And they probably have samples of bottles that I already have. But I like to try before I buy. But sometimes it doesn't happen all the time. Dusty, what are your thoughts about Uncle Nearest? You know, New Davis, 1968, New Seal picked up at Green River foolproof. Okay, awesome, awesome. So thank you for being a new sub here. Thank you for supporting the channel, being a new sub, and thank you for sharing that. But one of my thoughts about Uncle Nearest, by my understanding, that they tried to file for bankruptcy, and the courts sort of stopped that. Now, if the court stopped the bankruptcy, that means that the people who are suing Uncle Nearest, they have a leg in a case to stand on. And the courts are not going to let Uncle Nearest slide up under the radar. That means that they probably are in some trouble. Now, I'm going to try to make it down to Murfreesboro, to the distillery sometime in the next few months, just so I can experience Uncle Nearest before everything might change. But if you ask me my opinion is it's not looking too good. I ordered your guide to bourbon book off Amazon. Okay. So, hey, thank you for that. Thank you for that. And I'm glad you said that. Dark Green, what's going on? What's going on, Dark Green 9098? Awesome. Big Rich, what's going on, Big Rich? So, before we move on, thank you for ordering the book off Amazon. And since we are talking about books now, I'm going to very quickly go over some things that I am excited about. And we are going to start off with the book that people ordering off Amazon. I have sold more of these books than any other book, and I'm excited about it because I understand why. The Little Old Fashioned Guide to Bourbon and Whiskey, this one right here. I understand why this book is the crowd favorite. It's because not only it gives you my rating system, it tells you everything you need to know about bourbon and whiskey from the start to the finish. I don't care if you've been into bourbon and whiskey for years. This book right here probably has something that you probably did not think about, and it gives you the basics all the way up to where you need to be. So this one I'm excited about. And then we have something just to get you in the mood of getting comfortable, relaxation. And that's what I did. That's why I came up with this one, Sip and Shade. It's a coloring book. It's a coloring book. Have you seen a coloring book about bourbon and whiskey? I mean, really, have you seen one? Check the back out. I'm very excited about this one because I have never seen anything like it. Never seen anything like it. And then I said, why not come up with a puzzle book? Because I love word searches. When I go to the airport and we have that layover, or I'm just going, they want you to go to the airport 2 hours early. And even though I know I don't need to, guess what? I do. I always get there 2 hours earlier. And now I'm sitting there waiting on for us to board. And that's why I came up with a word search because I love word searches. And we actually have in this word search, let me see where it is. If I can find it very quickly. In this word search, we have a little old fashioned subscribers. So actually, you might be in this puzzle book. And one more thing before we get back to the program is something that I am very, very, very excited about. This just came out this week, and it's going to be the Bourbon Lifestyle Personality Test. This is something that has never happened before. This is the Bourbon Lifestyle Personality Test. Discover your bourbon identity. It gives you questions. And after the questions, you add up your answers. And at the end, it tells you exactly where you are in the bourbon community. So if you want to find out where you are in the bourbon community, go on Amazon, pick up the Bourbon Lifestyle Personality Test. Let's go. Back to the program. Back to the program. Mhm. That cognac cast isn't bad. I saw the cognac cast and from Uncle Nearest, and I started to pick it up, but I'm trying to figure out if I can hold out and get to the distillery and find it there. Nate, Bourbon Adventures, what's going on? What's going on? Trying to catch up now because I was running my mouth. HD, I think the new Real Malta Rye would be a good with cigar. Good, okay, good deal. All right, Drew, what's going on? Found me Penelope Havana today for 48. You winning. You winning, Drew. You winning. If you found a Penelope Havana for $48, you are winning. Congratulations to you, sir. Because I'm still looking for that Havana. Congratulations. Great find. Great find. I got the Rio too, but it was a little over $80. But the Rio, believe it or not, I seen a Rio, the video that I'm putting out tomorrow. I found a Rio. I found a Rio. Now it wasn't as cheap as $80, but here in Tennessee, a Rio is hard to find. Shadow Storm, great find. It's really a sweet tasting pour. Okay. Nate, I just picked up the Elijah Craig 15 this week in Virginia for 149. How is that Elijah Craig 15? How's it Elijah Craig 15? Again, this restoration rye, I thought it would probably calm down a little bit or it wouldn't be as harsh if I drunk a couple of sips, but it's drinking like my first sip. It's not getting milder. So you get what you get from this Castle and Key. Again, it's not bad, but if you don't like the higher proof rise, this is not going to be for you for sure. Mm, yeah, hard to find in Kentucky. I just happened to see sitting at Kroger's. And that's the thing about Tennessee and Kentucky. We cannot sell liquor in Kroger's. We cannot sell liquor in Sam Club. We cannot sell liquor in Walmart. We only can sell liquor in liquor stores here in Tennessee, which I think is crazy. So do me a favor. I didn't do this last week, but I want to do it this week. Put in the comments below, where are you watching A Little Old Fashioned from? I know a lot of you, but we may have some new people in here. So put in the comments below, where are you watching me from? You don't have to put your city, but at least put your state because people might be close to you and you can do some bottle shares. You can connect with people. So let's see it. Got Mike, Gene, okay, North Carolina, West Virginia, Southwest Michigan, Nashville, see Bourbon office, Nashville, you right down the street from me, right down the street from me. Okay, see Long Beach, California, Virginia. Again, that's why I love doing this because we have two people from North Carolina. We have two people, Virginia, Arkansas, okay, unclosed secret location. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Michigan. So we have two people from Michigan, Texas. 210, what's going on, 210? Thank you for stopping by. Always good to see you. Just over I-40, okay. Kentucky, awesome. Thank you for stopping by. So yeah, I like to do that sometime because you might be close to somebody and y'all might have a lot of people and a lot of things in common. You might just do bottle shares together. So I love doing this. So thank you for everyone. Okay, New York. I always wanted to go to New York. Oklahoma. All right. Gene. So let's put this castle and key to the side. Let me finish this off. Wow. Yeah. That thing right there, it'll get you. It'll get you there. It's drinking right there at 120, a little bit higher, but it's not a bad pour. But if you don't like higher whiskeys, it's not for you. Florida, California. So let's move on. Let's move on to the Peerless. Has anyone tried the Peerless Kentucky Straight Rye Whiskey sitting in 111 proof? Has anyone tried this one? I'm excited about this one. The reason why is every Peerless that I have tried, I haven't tried a Peerless that I did not enjoy. I haven't tried a Peerless that I did not like. So I'm excited to try this one because I've heard good things about it, but it was sitting on the back of the shelf and I forgot that I had it. I don't buy Peerless. The price is high for me. There, yeah, it is. I think I did pay a pretty penny for this one. The Peerless is a good rye. Maybe I would buy the double oak, and we're gonna give it a try. Okay, Gene, good deal. Good cork pop. Good cork pop. So the question about this Peerless is it going to drink right there at 111 proof? Only ever done double oak and toasted rye. Okay, so we are going to try this one together, Shadow. Peerless Double Oak Bourbon is fantastic bottle. I think I have a Peerless Double Oak. I think I do. And that's sad to say. It's sad to say when I have to say, I think I have that bottle. That means I might have a lot of bottles here. But let's see what we get from this Peerless Rye from the nose. Okay. Again, on this one, it smells like you're outside. It does smell like you outside, maybe by, I'm not gonna say a barn fire, but it definitely smells like outside. It's crazy. It doesn't smell like it's going to be as sweet as the Castle and Key, though. And it smells like it's going to drink right there at 111 proof. You have a little bit of a spice note on there, a hint of cinnamon on there. It does not smell like it's going to drink sweet, but hey, you really can't tell that from the nose. I've been wrong plenty of times, but let's try to get a little air in there before we try it. What do I think of chocolate crown? I have chocolate crown. I really do not enjoy the chocolate crown because I'm not really a crown drinker. And I just didn't like it. But let me say this. I had some people over and they enjoyed the chocolate crown. Matter of fact, they really enjoyed that chocolate crown. So just because I don't like it as much does not mean that other people do not like it because they sell a lot of it. So, do you like the chocolate crown? That's the question. That's the question. Order smoke, nothing showing. There you go. 210, you got me, buddy. You got me. I've said that a lot of times. Peerless Toasted Rye High Rye Bourbon and a Double Oak Rye are excellent pours. Okay. Yeah, I know, Tony. Tony. I tell you, Anthony was going to, no. Tony, I tell you, sometimes I think to myself, man, you need to do a better job of organizing things because you should know what you have in this office. But I tell you, I do have duplicates of bottles. And I don't know why I do, but I do have duplicates of bottles because I just forget what I bought and I buy the same bottles again. And I'm going to do better this year. I'm going to do better this year after I get back from Spillway before I go to Kentucky. I'm going to try to organize and update my list because I don't need to be trying to buy the same bottle all the time. I like the chocolate crown and Bailey's salted caramel. 50-50 shot. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Matter of fact, that sounds like a dessert pour. I just don't like Canadian whiskey. My dad loves it though. Drew, it's funny you should say that. Drew, it's funny you should say that because my dad loves Canadian whiskey also. I think the older generation, when they were growing up, Crown World was it. Was it? There, 210. That's the way I should think. They're not duplicates. They just backups. I love that. You're right. Let me take all that back. I have a lot of backup bottles here at a little old fashioned. I like that better. 210. Yeah, Tony, I heard a lot of apps out there, and eventually I'm going to not create, but I'm going to use an app and get my stuff updated. Not a fruity drinker either. Okay, no chocolate, not a fruity drink either. So, Davis, do you like old fashions? Okay, Tony, I've heard of that app. Yeah, probably gonna be the one I use because it seems like that app has been used by a lot. My father only drinks Crown also. Yeah, I think that's what it was back in the older days. Now, I'm not gonna say they didn't have a selection of bourbon. I don't think people actually drunk bourbon in the 60s and 70s. Now, not in my neighborhood, not where I come from. People drunk Crown. So I think that's what it was in my area when I grew up. I remember going over my father's friend's house, Crown, 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 Crown. So that's probably what it was. Okay, so everybody seems like they're using the same app. So that's probably the one I'm going to use also. I'm pretty sure it's easy to use. The only problem is putting the information on the app. I think that's where the time is going to come from. Okay, so that's going to be the one. That's going to be the one. But let's try this Peerless. Let's try this Peerless and see A, if it's going to be a good pour from start to finish. And B, is it going to drink at 111 proof, which is on the bottle? Again, we are trying this one here. Hopefully, it aired out just a little bit. And let's put it to the palate. Cheers. Mm, okay. It's giving me a brown sugar. It's giving me a brown sugar. It's not as intense as a Castle Key, though. Okay. It still gives you the earthy tone to it, but it's not as intense. It's not as sweet, but it's not as intense. One more try. Now, to me, it's not bad, but it's almost giving me I hate to say this, a NyQuil. For some reason, I'm thinking NyQuil. And you probably saying, what the crap? NyQuil. I don't know why that popped in my head. It's giving me a medicine type note to it on the palate. Now, it still is one more try. I don't know. One more try. It's not bad, but I cannot get away from that NyQuil taste that it reminds me of. I don't go around drinking NyQuil every night. And that's what it's going to remind me of. Now, I might be way off. Some of you all might like this bottle. I'm not going to say it's bad, but I'm leaning toward the Castle and Key. And the crazy part is, I think the Castle and Key is way cheaper than the Peerless Rye. And again, this is just my opinion. Just my opinion. Hey, Trevor just got back from Jack Daniels. Been a great whiskey day. Awesome. Awesome. Did you pick anything up from Jack Daniels? Don't drink. Delora in Peerless, my man. Henry, I tell you, yeah, this small batch, it's not my favorite. Now, what I'm going to do is, and the reason I'm going to give it another chance is because maybe it needs to open up a little bit. Maybe that's what it needs. So I'm going to come back and revisit that bottle later on. Jay did the Jack Daniels tour last fall. It was great. I'm looking forward to doing that tour. Have you have a favorite oaky bourbon? I I have a lot of favorite bourbons. Let me tell you my top 5 bottles here at a little old fashioned. The Leiper's Fork, this single barrel cask strength. This is going to be in my top 5. The Colonel Taylor barrel proof, uncut, unfiltered. The A. Smith Bowman, the George T. Stagg, and the Old Carter. That's going to be my top 5 for right now. For right now. Things are probably going to change because I have a few bottles that I got on my last hunt that I haven't tried yet, but I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. Now, let me show you this one really quickly because hopefully you've seen that video that I put out. And finally, we finally got our hands on a Thomas Handy straight rye whiskey, 124.9 proof. Now, the owner of Buster's actually signed the bottle, and I think it's pretty cool. He gave me this bottle at a pretty reasonable price, and it wasn't right there at MSRP, but I got it for $200 out the door. And I thought it was a great price because the last time I seen this Thomas Handy, it was on the shelf for $400 and I got it for $200 out the door. Now, this bottle here is probably going to be opened up when I hit 11,000 subscribers. Again, when I hit 11,000 subscribers, I think I'm going to pop this one open or I'm going to pop the one that I got on my video that I'm going to show tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. One of the two are going to be open when I hit 11,000 subscribers. This one or the bottle that I'm going to show you tomorrow night on the video at 6 o'clock. Let's go. No, you're not late. YouTube, no, tuber. No, that's pretty cool the way you spell that. You're not late. So, hey, if anybody's on here that hasn't subscribed to the channel, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I'm asking for your support, but you are not late. Cheers, Michael. Let's go. Let's go. I talked to a friend today. He had no clue of the sipping bourbon, your palates, enjoying the bourbon neat. Never heard. I tell you what, Tony. Since you said that, I always got to go back here. If he wants to learn a little bit more about bourbon and whiskey, This little old fashioned guide to bourbon and whiskey is going to tell him everything he needs to know. It actually breaks down what you get from the nose. It actually breaks down what you get from the palate. It actually tells you what the bourbon is, how it's made, what a whiskey is. It tells you everything you need to know about bourbon and whiskey. So your guy friend, he needs to pick one up. Needs to pick one up. Always looking for another great content creator. Any other West Tennessee channels I need to check? Andrew, we have, I don't know if Poor Decisions pairing here, Army Bourbon, Poor Decisions. If you're talking about West Tennessee now, if you're talking about West Tennessee, I know Poor Decisions pairing is from Memphis. Army, excuse me, Army Bourbon is up there by Nashville. And if they happen to jump on tonight, I tell them to actually put their YouTube channel up. Anthony, I'm coming to Kentucky. I know for sure it's going to be one in September, the Kentucky Bourbon Festival, and it's going to be October the 3rd at Bourbon of the Banks. So I know those 2 days or those 2 months, I'm going to Kentucky. I'm going to try to get there before those days, but I know for sure in September and October. You know, you say you saw a blonde recently that the Sazerac rye beat out the Thomas Handy. I've heard that plenty of times. Now, let me tell you, the Sazerac rye 125, this is fantastic, fantastic. But I cannot say myself that it will beat out the Thomas Handy because I haven't tried that bottle yet. But I've heard that that is going to happen. Bourbon Nerd actually put up his YouTube channel. So if anybody hasn't, okay, Life from the Patio, sorry about that, Bourbon Nerd. Sorry about that, Bourbon Nerd. So Life from the Patio, Memphis, Tennessee, if you haven't checked those guys out, they come on all the time. They are very knowledgeable about bourbon and whiskey. And I am excited to actually meet Bourbon Nerd down at Spillway. So anybody who has not subscribed to Bourbon Nerd, he just put up his YouTube channel. Check him out. Great group of guys. So we thank you for stopping by. Yeah, Major Zero. Major Zero is one. And hopefully I can hook up a Major Zero in Spillway. I don't know if he's gonna be there or not, but we just miss each other. We miss each other. And I'm hopefully I can meet Major Zero in person. Hopefully I can meet the Bourbon Nerds in person because I watch their content all the time. All the time. I am drinking and collecting. I'm not gonna say collecting because I don't collect bottles. I'm going to open up everything that I have here. I just can't do it all at one time. But we open up a lot of bottles here at a little old fashioned. We really do. So thank you for stopping by. And say if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please hit that like and subscribe button because we are asking for your support. So you love to go to Spillway, maybe when you retire. Hey, hopefully it still be going on when you retire. Those lines to buy bottles will be long. You know, Anthony, I've heard that. I heard that the Kentucky Bourbon Fest, the lines are long. And I'm planning on attending because I want to attend as many bourbon festivals this year that I can. But what I don't want to do is wait in long lines. I don't want that. I do want the content, but I don't want to wait in an hour long line to get a bottle that I can get from the store itself. So I'm definitely going to do a little research before I purchase the tickets. The tickets haven't really came been on sale yet, so I'm going to do a little bit of research on that. Yeah. So the Peerless, it's okay. it's giving me again that NyQuil taste that really did not actually enjoy. But hey, we gonna let it sit for a few weeks and come back to it. Now, has anyone tried this Ingram River Age single barrel? This is a busted store pig sitting at 123.8 proof. Have you tried this one? It doesn't have to be a store pick, but have you tried this one? This Ingram. I tell you what, I had the privilege of going in the back room. I will see you at Bourbon on the Banks this year. This year I already got my okay. Got you, Anthony. Good, good. So I would definitely see you at Bourbon on the Banks. Wasn't the issue with the lines? Was the big distilleries like Heaven Hill, but not as much as the issue with the craft tents. So, Shadow Storm, I'm going to go back and watch hopefully find some videos on YouTube and just to see what people thought about it. And I know I cannot go with people thoughts on YouTube, but it's going to give me a sense of direction of the questions I need to ask. So I'm going to do a little bit of research on that before they start selling tickets. Okay. I don't like the Peerless double O at first. It's good now. With some so it's the air time. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let it air out, come back and visit it. Maybe give it about 30 days or so. Put it back there, give it a try, and hopefully it gets a little bit better than it is right now. Vary by batch. Whew, hopefully that one gets better. But this one right here, I'm excited about because again, I've tried this one. Now, let me tell you, when I tried this one, it was an already open bottle, so it did have time to air out. This is going to be a fresh cork pop today. So hopefully it still gives me what I'm thinking, but I can't tell unless I try it. Nice cork pop. Very nice. Looks good to me. Blood Dog 22, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I'm excited about this one. Even though I tried it, I loved it. I really did. Matter of fact, when I first tried it in his office, I said to myself, man, why is no one talking about this Ingram River Age single barrel rye? I don't know why. Proof made me do it. Just saw your video of your trip to buses. Okay. Is there anything in your area that is hard to find that is easier than other area? Is there anything in your area that is hard to find that is easy in other areas? Yeah, I think the Jack Daniels products, a lot of people seem to find the Jack Daniels 10, 12, and 14. I can't find the Jack Daniels 10, 12, and 14 in my area. A lot of people have tried or have found the Sazerac foolproof, which we can't get it here. A lot of people can find the Eagle Rare 12, which I've never seen a bottle around here. So those products, man, I cannot tend to find here in my area. Matter of fact, I don't think there are in Tennessee, or what I can see. Now, Kentucky and places like that, they have those bottles, but I cannot find those bottles here. Crazy. It's crazy. Unless you have VIP tickets. How about the open single? You about to open a single row business shortly? Hey, awesome. Even VIP tickets, waiting lines. I'm making my opinion based on okay. Okay, I got you, Tony. Got you. And that's one thing I do not want to do: stand in line. I don't mind standing in a line for 15 minutes, maybe, but I don't want to stand in line for an hour to get a bottle that I can get at a liquor store. Unless it's someone. Okay. So JD 10, 12, and 14 dropped in Memphis Friday. Bourbon Nerd, did you pick up some? Well, let me ask you this question before I ask you, did you pick up some? Were they reasonable price or were they secondary prices? That's the real question. That's the real question. Are they secondary prices? You found the Sazerac foolproof, and besides the first drop of Eagle the 12, I haven't seen it. Angie, baby, hey, I can count on you. I can count on you. Hit that like and subscribe button. How can you not find Jack lineup in Tennessee? That's a good question. But I see that Bourbon Nerd, they always have their ear on the ground when it talks about bourbon. They said that Jack 10, 12, and 14 dropped in Memphis Friday. So maybe it's going to hit my block sometime soon. Hopefully. I was in Murphy Pearl last week. I didn't see the Sazerac with 125. Not many though. I did see, okay. No Eagle Red 12. I can get an Eagle Red 12 here in Florida for 200 bucks. Whew. Eagle Red 12 for 200 bucks. And the crazy thing is you can get an Eagle Red 10 for $54 here. They jacked up the 14 batch number 2 by lowering the proof. Jack the stereos according to the population of the area. But it would seem like that Nashville, I don't know. I don't know. Man, Eagle Red 12 and 200 bucks in Florida. I only seen the 2 bottles of the Old Granddad number 7. I seen the Old Granddad number 7, Tony, in a video that I'm going to uh, upload tomorrow. It's coming on tomorrow. I seen it in Buster's. So Buster's in Memphis does have that Old Granddad number 7, and it is at a reasonable price. 900 bucks, Tucker. Woo-wee. Wow. I got you, Blood Talk. I got you. I got you. We are Drew. It's funny because we are just now getting that Old Granddad number 7. I picked up a bottle in Austin, Texas last year, but it's still in Austin, Texas. And I saw my first bottle 2 days ago at Buster's. I saw my first bottle 2 days ago in Buster's in Memphis, Tennessee. And it was at a pretty reasonable price. So hopefully we are starting to see the Old Granddad number 7. Now, is it better than the Old Granddad Bonded? Is it better than the Bonded? Because that Old Granddad Bonded is a nice bottle. I take that Old Granddad Bonded to parties. They have the Old Granddad number 7 in Total Wines. Okay, so let's air this Ingram out just a little bit. I totally forgot about this one. What's going on, James Cole? Thank you for stopping by, James. We appreciate you. Hopefully you are doing well, James. Proof made me do it. 0G7. Okay, Indiana. So 0 Old Granddad number 7, Indiana. I feel you, man. I feel you. JC at the bar. What would you expect to pay for a proof of Pappy's 23? You just found it in Australia for $30? $305 a pour? Man, I thought I was seeing that wrong. $305 a pour for a 23-year-old pappy. I don't know how much a 23-year-old pappy will cost at a bar because, to be honest with you, JC, I never asked because I never wanted to know the answers to that question. So I never asked because whatever they said, I was not willing to pay. And so I really don't know. But if you are saying $305 a pour, I probably would never, ever, ever taste a Pappy 23-year bottle unless somebody buys it for the table. James, how does the Willow Jane taste? I've seen that bottle a lot. Got a rare character, batch 12. Anyone tried it? Anyone tried the rare character, batch 12? If you only have $50 to spend, what would you buy? If I have $50 to spend, I'm going to buy um right now, let me see. Well, I'll tell you what, my first bottle, I'm going to buy the Evan Williams bottle in the bun. That's going to cost me about $20. And then I'm going to add on a Early Times or Old Granddad Bonded. So that's going to give me to my $50 range. So I'm going to get two for one. For my $100 range, I'm going to buy probably a Eagle Rare for about the $54, and then going to turn around and buy a Heaven Hill, and that's going to give me to my $100 range. For my $200 range, I'm going to probably buy let's start off with a EH Taylor single barrel, which is like $54, and I'm going to add in um the Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye for about 50 something dollars. So this gonna put me right there, but a little bit above 100. And I'm going to add in maybe a um, Redwood Empire cash strength, and if I can find a Sazerac 125 proof. So yeah, I'm just going to add them up. I'm not going to buy just one bottle unless you want me to answer that. Uh, I live in Kentucky and can't find the Eagle Rare 12 anywhere. Okay. YouTuber, I know where that Knob Creek is, and when I go out with my camera again, that's a bottle that I'm going to pick up. If I only had $50 to spend, I would save my money for a better bottle. Awesome. Okay, now what's the best one bottle at that price? So the best one bottle, the $200 range. That's the thing. That's the thing though. The $50 range, I'm going to say I'm going to buy um the Blue Note uncut, unfiltered. That's a good one. The $100 range, I'm going to buy. Huh. Let's see. If I can find an Old Forester 1924, which I found an Old Forester 1924 that the $99 range is going to be that one. The $200 range, that is where I'm getting my confusion at because I have bought some bottles like this Thomas Handy. I got it for $200. Now, will that be on my list? Because I did buy it for $200, but a lot of people can't find it at $200. So if you let me say the $200 mark would be the Thomas Handy, I roll with that because I did buy it for $200. The Russells for $50, yeah, $39.99. Got about $10 left. The Calumet, 160. See, I haven't tried the Calumet yet. The Russell Reserve 10-year, that is a good bottle, especially for the price. But I was trying to spend right there at that limit. If he gives me $50, I wanted to spend like 49.99. Old card, yeah, old card around 200. Old card is around 200. But man, I tell you, let's get back to this Ingram. This Ingram has a great nose to it. A great nose to it. It gives you a sweet, like a sweet, oh man, what is that I'm getting? I don't want to tell you wrong. I'm sort of mixed with a fruity pastry. Yeah, that's what I'm getting, like a fruity pastry. You can tell it's gonna be sweet. This smells great. I would pick this bottle up just because the way it smells. Even though I know how it tastes, the smell pulls you in. This bottle right here, I don't know why people are not talking about it. Um, and I would never ever bought a Ingram until he set me down and told me to try it. So let's put it to the palate. Let's put it to the palate. And I'm expecting great things from it because I've tried it already. But this is a fresh crack pour. So let's try it. Yeah, yeah. 123. Yeah, very good bottle. Very. It's sweet. You get a some cinnamon oakiness to it. It does not taste like earthiness. It does not taste like outside, if that makes any sense. This right here, from start to finish, is a very balanced bottle. Very balanced bottle. From the nose, it brings you in. You get those intense um, flavors in the nose, and you can sort of tell what it's going to taste like. And then when you taste it on the tip of your tongue, you get a little bit of spiciness. And again, the mid palate, that's where all the sweetness come in at. And then on the finish, all of that comes together and it stays with you because it's still there. And that's what I love about this bottle because it stays with you, it doesn't burn, but the flavors are all there and it's still there. I love this bottle. I love this bottle. So if you ever in Memphis and want to bust a store pick, stop by there, tell them a little old fashioned sent you. Now, again, I don't get paid to push anybody's products. I just tell you what I think is good and what I think that you will like. You might hate this bottle when you try it. I'm just telling you what I like. So, hey, try it out. Antique 107 under $100. And see, Drew, and that's where the tricky part comes in at because I know you can find the Antique 107 for under $100, but a lot of people can't. So when you say $100, a lot of people on here will probably say, "Hey, I can't get an antique 107 for $100." So that's not even on my list. But I know you can because I've seen one. I'm hyped for your new video. That's thumbnail clickbait to me. You like the TL07? You like that thumbnail? I think I like the thumbnail TL07. Hopefully it brings a lot of people in to the channel. I like the thumbnail. Update, what's going on? What's going on? Happy Easter to you. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. We appreciate you. Garrison Brothers. The Garrison Brothers. I tried the Garrison Brothers when I was in Texas. And hopefully I can bring back a few bottles of Garrison Brothers when I get back. The new Make It Smart Cash Strength, 7 year, a state, tastes like Weller 107. I've seen that one in my last video that's coming out tomorrow. I've seen that bottle. Tucker, I got a Garrison bottle and bun and didn't like it at all. Okay. I'm pretty sure some people say that Garrison Brothers drink so hot because it is a Texas whiskey, and a lot of Texas whiskey bourbon does drink a little bit on the warmer side, and a lot of people don't like that one. Red Shift, what's going on, Red Shift? Thank you for stopping by the channel. We appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, Garrison Brothers, that is not available at a lot of stores. I passed on that bottle today. Can't buy them all. Unfortunately, yeah, you can't buy them all. I wish we can buy them all, but I can't either. Tucker said he got a cowboy bourbon of Garrison and afraid to open it. I feel you. Henry, what's going on, Henry? Henry, heck yeah. Always good to hear from you, Henry. Go ahead and Tucker and pop that Garrison brother cowboy open. Let me know what you think. Hmm. Let me tell you, a cherry, it's a cherry bomb, but it's like a cherry croissant, sweet. Man, it's a good pour. It's a definitely good pour. Can't buy all the bourbon. You can't buy all the bourbon. It's so many bottles out there. You will never ever buy all the bourbon because they constantly coming out with something else. Constantly coming out with a single barrel, a foolproof, a cash strength. It's always something. Always something. The Cowboy's insane. Don't be afraid to open it. Don't be afraid to open that cowboy. Open it up. You can always proof it down with a little bit of water or make an old fashioned with it. 146 proof. Yeah. Try it. Try it. Try it. Try it. Yeah, you can only drink so much. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. And that's why I love about here. I have so many jobs that I am limited in what I can drink and what I can do, which I think that is fantastic because I can't drink every day. And I think that's great. I think that's great that I have that buffer between coming in here, doing what I love to do, which I love talking about bourbon, but I know I got to be responsible and do the right thing. I have your problem. I don't drink the bottles, I buy. I go to bourbon hunting more than I pour a bottle. Got you, TL07. Which I'm trying to open up and experience some bottles that you all tell me I need to. So I love to open up bottles that you tell me to. And I love to open up bottles to celebrate an occasion. So I know that Thomas Handy might be the bottle that I open when I hit the 11,000 subscribers, or it's going to be the bottle that's going to be featured on tomorrow's video. I've had great conversations in Bourbon House. I met strangers that we have traded numbers just by standing in the bourbon aisle. I have met strangers at bars and we talk about YouTube channels, and now they are on my YouTube and they are subscribed to the channel. So, bourbon brings people together. And that's what I love about this bourbon community. And every time you see me on someone else's YouTube channel, you always going to see a comment that says, I love the bourbon community because that's where we can all can get together. We have one thing in common, and that is bourbon and whiskey. So I love it. Yeah. TL, I feel you. Update say I need to get that bottle of Elkwood Reserve 11. Yep. Update. Yes. Update. I think hopefully I will be in Nashville this month. I'm gonna try to get there at the end of this month. So I'm gonna shoot you an email because I'm gonna try to get to the Uncle Nearest distillery at the end of the month. So give me about maybe about 15, 16 days, and hopefully I'll be in your area. The flippers. Yeah. Drew, I understand the flippers. Yeah. I don't think I know any flippers, but I know they're out there. The King of Kentucky bottle is still like 300 bucks. Um, they said the King of Kentucky came through here very quickly. I went into a store, they said the King of Kentucky, they had three bottles, and all three bottles sold the same day, and they were all out. So um will I buy King of Kentucky for 300 bucks? I don't think so, but I don't know. I haven't been put in that spot yet. Okay, up Dave. Thank you. Thank you. But it will be some time before the month is up for sure. For sure it will be some time before this month is up. It's going to be after the 18th. I'm going to be in Spillway the 18th, but it's going to be after the 18th, but it's going to be in the month of April. Pretty much 100% on that. Uh, you couldn't do it for the price, even the retail, Drew. I got you. Some things are not. I mean, some things people just not going to spend the money on. The owner says her cost on the King of Kentucky was over 200 bucks. Crazy thing is, I went to Murfreesboro and visited five stores, and none of them had Nashville Barrel Company. See, proof made me do it. That is crazy because Nashville Barrel Company is less than an hour from them. So I don't know why they don't have that product in their store. And Nashville Barrel Company has some great stuff. Have some great stuff. Matter of fact, I finished a bottle the probably 2 days ago. And I when I get to Nashville, I'm going to go to Nashville Barrel Company and I'm going to pick up a few bottles there. And I'm actually going to do the tour again. If you've never been to Nashville Barrel Company, do the tour. Well, let me see. I'm thinking Southern Collective. My bad. Southern Collective. That's what I'm thinking. Southern Collective. Mhm. Yeah. I think I'm gonna put it out there. I know exactly what day I'm going to go when I get back from Spillway. I don't want to plan anything until I get back from Spillway. I need to figure out how Spillway is going to go. I need to figure out, the logistics there. I always want to give what I'm going to go to first my 100% attention. And Spillway is that because it's in 14 days. So I am very focused on Spillway because I have some things that I want to accomplish. A, 11,000 subscribers. B, I need to set up my booths, get everything together, sell some books, get my lights, generators, all of that stuff that I'm focused on. And then after I get back from Spillway, then we're gonna talk about going to Uncle Nearest, going to Nashville, going to Southern Collective, things are like that before the end of the month. But we would definitely keep everybody notified. Okay, up Dave. So you got 11,000 right there. Drew, yeah, 11,000 is right there. I think the last time I counted, I was almost, I think, 270 away 270 subscribers away, I think, from 11,000. And I got 14 days, I'm gonna say 13 days before Spillway. So I think that I can get 170 subscribers in 13 days. I think I can. And the video that comes out tomorrow, hopefully everyone on that video like, subscribe, hype the video so YouTube can push that one. And hopefully after tomorrow's video, we'll see what we are looking at. And I might have to push before we get to Spillway. Maybe do one, maybe two more videos before Spillway. And hopefully that gets me to where I need to be. But hey, if you all keep doing what you're doing, I know I can get there. If you keep watching the videos, supporting the channel, liking, hyping the videos, I know I can get there. And it's all because of you. It's all because of you, and I appreciate it. Man, that is good. That is good. Right. So, hey, what's everybody drinking tonight? Anybody drinking anything special? Funniest thing, Speedway last year is leaving with the Baker's 7. I wonder how that happened. Do they have that on video? Thank you, Nate. We appreciate that, Nate. Thank you for hitting that button. So, Nate, hey, Nate, I tell you what, Nate, I am going to give you a toast, sir. Thank you for being a part of the Little Old Fashioned team. So, Nate, thank you for hitting that subscribe button. This is for you, buddy. You have a great rest of the weekend and have a great week, Nate. Thank you for being a part of the family. Let's go. Cheers. Yeah, thank you, Nate. So I'm going to go back and watch that one. If Bruiser has it on video, I'm going to go back and watch it. You can't be drunk on a live. It's going to get you in trouble. Jack, I feel you. Not going to be drunk on the live. Got a Coors banquet, going to take a shower, then get into. Got you. Tucker, all right. Good night to everyone. Tony, you have a good night, sir. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. We appreciate you. The Sazerac Foolproof is a great pour. I was shocked to see how good that bottle was. I heard a lot about it, but here I like to try it before I rate it. And that Sazerac is one of my favorite ryes. Coffee night on call. Ah, gotcha. I feel you because, at the fire department, when I watch these whiskey tubers and YouTubers, I have to drink water or coffee also. So I got you. My wife is enjoying an old fashioned wild turkey rib breed. That's a good one. That's a good one. That OBSQ 10-year five. Okay. Up, Dave. It's funny you should say that because I saw a bottle of Four Roses OBSQ 10-year, and that's the first time I seen it. So I'm pretty sure it's a pretty good one. But a wild turkey made with a old fashioned made with wild turkey rare breed, I'm pretty sure that's a good one because that wild turkey rare breed is a very, very good bottle. Drew, I feel you when I find that Sazerac foolproof, if I can find it as close to MSRP, I'm going to buy a case and it's coming back home with me. That's how good that bottle is. Jack, hey Jack, No problem, Jack. Jaleel, what's going on, Jaleel? Thank you for stopping by. Jaleel, I heard that you actually, your second book came out. So, Jaleel, shout out to you. Shout out to you for actually getting your second book out. I'm excited for you. So, thank you for stopping by, Jaleel. I'm excited for you. Coming through Memphis in October. Jack, when you coming through Memphis in October? Hopefully it's not the first part of October. If it is, I am going to be in Kentucky because Bourbon on the Banks is October the 3rd. So it depends on where you coming through. Yeah, got you, Drew. Got you. RSR 316 2000. What's going on? What's going on? I'm doing great. Doing great. What about yourself? How you doing? We are trying rise tonight. We are trying rise tonight. We are. We had the Castle and Key rye, which was it was a good pour. It was a good pour. And actually, it's a CNC store pick. It was a good pour. And we tried the Peerless straight rye, but this one wasn't my favorite. And we are trying the Ingram. This one right here is a bomb. It's a cherry bomb. Very good bottle. I would suggest that you pick up an Ingram rye for sure. Hot Tide, what's going on, Hot Tide? What's going on, Hot Tide? This guy here sipping on 2021 Core Hill, Riverdale, 142 proof. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Riverdale. 142.1 proof Core Hill. You winning, sir. You are winning. You are winning. Enjoy that one. Drew, grab it. Grab it, Drew. Grab it. Sipping on some Steel Austin. Hot Tide, I cannot wait to get my Steel Austin back from Austin, Texas. I've been thinking about that bottle, and I think I'm going to get it because I might not get it myself, but I know somebody who's going to Texas. I know somebody who's going to Texas, and they are going to bring my bottles back, and I'm excited about it. So when they drop down and they bring me my bottles, I am going to do a live stream of all the bottles that I picked up in Austin, Texas, and we're going to open them all. We are going to open them all. Jack says, I'm coming to Bourbon on the Banks. So, Jack, if you see me on Bourbon on the Banks, this is what I am wanting you to do. This year at Bourbon on the Banks, well, last year in Bourbon on the Banks, I'm going to do it this year also. I bring my bar towels. Now, I'm going to give some away and we are going to sign a bar towel if you want to. And this is the one I did on my birthday last year because Bourbon on the Banks was on my birthday. And people actually signed my bar towel, which I think was pretty cool. And my wife decided to frame it for me. And I think that I'm going to start doing these every time that I go to a bourbon festival because I need to make sure I remember the friends that I made, the connections that I made, and how much of a good time that I had. And I think these are pretty cool. So if you see me at Bourbon on the Banks, please stop by, say hello, and sign my bar towel. And this is what I really want to do. Now, I don't know if it's going to go the way I have it in my head. I am going to have a bar towel because I never met um, Bruzel before in my life. I heard he was a great guy, and I know that he is on the top of the bourbon community when it comes to YouTube channels. And I heard that he was going to be at Spillway. So I'm going to Spillway. He's going to be at Spillway. And I know a lot of the other top tier YouTubers are going to be at Spillway. So this is what I want to do. I'm going to have a bar towel for people who are subscribed to the channel, but I want to have a bar towel for Bruzo because I want him to sign one for me. So if anybody out there knows him, tell him a little old fashioned is looking for him, and we will see him down there It's spillway. Let's go. Jack, hopefully you will. And if you see me, stop me. Let's sign it. Take a picture. Put you in the newsletter. I love to meet you. I see you have a lot of. I have the Havana Rio. What should I get next? Penelope toasted. Penelope Burl strength. Venetia and the architect. The marshmallow. Do you have a marshmallow? Marshmallow is good. Tucker, I'm going to say wait till your dad visit. Tucker, I would say on the Elijah Craig 18, wait till your dad gets there. I would do that. I will wait. Even though I think that would be something that I want you to experience right now, but I think sharing it with somebody like your father will be a better experience. So definitely wait. Definitely wait. It's the thing about seeing somebody's facial expressions opening up a bottle and letting them try it. It's something about that that I think that will bring you more joy than drinking by yourself. Yeah, it will be good to open with them. Yeah, it's all about connections. It's all about connections. And you can always. I don't know if he knows a lot about bourbon and whiskey, but you always can get a fresh cork pop and tell him a little bit about it, and tell him it may drink a little bit harsh on the top end. It may taste a little bit. The nose may have a little ethanol smell from the beginning, but say, hey, pops, come back over here in the next week, in the next 2 weeks, and let's try it again. And I want to see your opinion about it again. And then they have him come over again, and you can do the same thing just to see what he thinks about it. Hey, make the connection. I think it's pretty cool. Hmm. You're the only one. Man, Jack, I've tried. What you see is what you get, to be honest with you. I love to sit here and I love to talk to people. I always see the good in people. I always try to see the good in people. So what you see is what you get, and I appreciate you, Jack. So if you ever see me around, hey, stop me, have a pour, have a drink, have a conversation. I love to meet you. Hey, nothing wrong with that, Drew. Nothing wrong with that. The antique, nothing wrong with that. I love a good weeded too. I love a good weeded bourbon. So we did the Castle and Key, we did the Peerless, and we did the Ingram. And I have to do the Sazerac 100, 125 proof. I have to, because this is a great bottle. It's a great bottle. I cannot wait to find another one. I have the Sazerac 90 proof store pick. I have the Sazerac 100 proof that I haven't opened yet. But this Sazerac rye, foolproof. Yeah, Drew, it's one thing that I notice about a lot of YouTubers, and I don't know if it's more of them being online longer and just being burnt out and just doing what they think they have to do and saying what they think they have to say. I'm not saying that's it, but that might be it. But the thing about me is I'm so new to the game and I'm so um personable, and I'm not gonna say first responder has to do anything with it, but my job is to help people. So I love helping people and I take that to heart. So when I meet people, I always think the best in people. So hopefully I bring that into my YouTube channel and hopefully I get that across to people who watch me. And hopefully I can make a connection just by being myself. So I appreciate you actually saying that because that's why I do what I do. So you can't get any weller in Florida, but Sazerac foolproof is plenty of that's crazy. Crazy to me. Yeah, Drew, I got you. I got you. Tastes almost like high proof wine. Ooh, I don't like the bourbon that is aged in wine barrels. I don't like that. Yeah, it's a bottle up here that I have that is aged in wine barrels, and it's probably one of the worst bottles that I have here. They knew what they were doing when they made this Sazerac Rye Foolproof. This is a great bottle. And when people say to put this up against the Thomas Handy, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be totally honest with you here at a little old fashioned. Totally honest with you. When I say I'm scared, I'm gonna say I'm scared because I paid $200 for the Thomas Handy, and I got it at a great deal. Someone gifted me the Sazerac Rye for proof. If this beats out that Thomas Handy, I'm going to be sick. I'm going to be sick. Even though I know I always wanted a bottle, if this right here beats out that Thomas Handy, I'm going to be sick. And the thing about that is, I think in the back of my mind, it has a good chance of doing that because that Sazerac Foolproof is a great bottle. I haven't tried the Thomas Handy yet because I think that I am going to wait till I hit 11,000 subscribers. Yeah, they make both of them, but my thing is, $200 versus $0 is going to make me sick. The age difference between, let me see if I don't know, to be honest with you, Tuck. I'm gonna have to do some research on that one. If anybody knows the age difference between the Thomas Handy and the Sazerac, put it down in the comments. I probably can find out, but I don't know right now. So somebody says 6 to 8 years, around 6 years. So be in that ballpark. True. It's better to know than not know, so I won't make that mistake again. And the good thing about it is, um, if it was a mistake, it's already made. I can't do anything about it. It's already made. I always excuse me, I always wanted a bottle of Thomas Handy. I do have one. So if so happens the Sazerac beats out the Thomas Handy, I wouldn't be mad. The reason why is I know I can always pick up the Sazerac Rye when I find it. I just buy cases of it, and I still will buy If I buy 5 or 6 bottles, it's still right there, the $200 mark. I'm winning. I'm winning. And that bottle of Thomas Handy is probably gonna last me for a long time because I'm not just gonna drink on it every day, but at least I had it. So Google says around 6 year old who will reject the handy. Yeah, true. You know, and especially at that price. All right, Captain Jack, enjoy. Better a handy than nothing. Yeah, I can't. I couldn't pass it up for 200. I couldn't. That you're right, TL. That handy would be a great bottle. And it's something, it's a conversation piece. It's a conversation piece. So I'm excited to have the handy. Okay, Drew. Awesome. All right. What time is it? 7:55? It's almost been 2 hours, man. I tell you what, time be flying when you on YouTube Live. Time be flying. But I really do appreciate everybody who actually stopped by here tonight. And I know it's a holiday weekend, but you actually took time to hang out with me. So I appreciate that. I'm an hour ahead of you. 8:55. Oh, okay, yeah, you definitely an hour ahead of me. What year is Georgia C Stag did you get? Oh, this is going to be, I think it was a 2024. This is 136.1 proof. 136.1 proof. And that George T. Stagg is now my number one bottle here at Little Old Fashioned. Anyone heard anything more about Sazerac AJ Bond release or dates? I haven't, Bill. I haven't. You going live tomorrow to crack that new TLO7? I'm not going live tomorrow because I have to work at the fire department tomorrow. So I'm not going to go live tomorrow. That's why I'm really on here today. DJ, you're not late. You're not late. I'm glad you stopped by. Glad you stopped by. You start feeling don't be jealous. Don't be jealous. I will retract my samples for the rack phone. Gotcha. I got you, Drew. No problem. I've been blessed to get the last 3 years. 2025 as a banker. Okay. Okay. If you don't mind me asking Riverdale, how much is the 2025? How much did it cost you? You don't have to ask. You don't have to answer that if you don't want to. I just want to see what does it cost in your area. Oh, hopefully you win that Pappy 15. Fingers crossed. Good luck. Hmm. Good luck. Good luck. Good deal. So again, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Good evening, all. Scott, what's going on? Read it. Blue Note Jam. Awesome. S- Please tell me when you do. Please come back on the live stream and tell me what you think about that bottle, Scott. I really want to know, brothers. for 10 beer. Hey, what's going on? Cheers. Cheers. Hey, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. We appreciate you here at A Little Old Fashioned. My goal is to get to 11,000 subscribers before Spillway. And Spillway is a block party that's happening April the 18th. So I'm excited about it. My first time going to Spillway, and I'm hearing that it is a big block party, and a lot of people are going to be down there, and we're going to enjoy ourselves. We're going to sell some books. We're going to meet some people. We're going to have some pours, and we're going to have a good time. But I want to go down there with a number of 11,000 subscribers. So if you know anybody who likes bourbon, send them my channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. Henry, what's going on, Henry? Henry, yeah, TL. I'm trying. I'm trying to get to that 11,000. Trying to get to that 11,000. Pay 149. 149 is absolutely fantastic. Drew, fantastic. 149 for George T. Stagg 2025. Fantastic. You are truly winning. Truly winning. Angie, baby, look, with people like you in my corner, I know that I'm going to get it. I know I'm going to get it. And don't think I don't notice, Angie, that you actually share my live streams. You actually share my videos. And every time I see it, I try to comment on that. So I do notice that, and I do appreciate you because I'm pretty sure that I am getting subscribers through you, and that does not go unnoticed. So thank you. I give credit where credit is due. I tell you, that's the type of person I am. I'm going to give credit where credit is due, and you deserve a lot of credit. Okay. The last time I was in Georgia, I think the Super Bowl was there. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. But I used to come to Georgia a lot. I need to get back down. Yeah, got it at a drop. Yeah. Hey, sometimes luck is on your side. Yeah, it's a win. It's a win for Angie for sure. For sure. You west of ATL. Got you. Got you. All right. Again, we are drinking. I think this might be my last one. The Sazerac Rye Foolproof 125. Fantastic bottle. Fantastic bottle. Hmm. Man, that's good. That is good. So hopefully everyone had a great week. Anybody have any Easter speeches they're gonna do tomorrow? Anybody have an Easter speech they're gonna do tomorrow? I remember when I was younger, going to church with my family. They used to dress us up as Sundays, and we should do Easter speeches. I did the Red Character Peak Thursday and got a chance to try the 18-year. That's a Scotch. So, what you think about the 18-year Scotch? I've tried Scotch, and I think I can get into it. It's it's different from bourbon, but I think I can get into Scotch. What do you think about the 18-year? Oh, you found the 70th anniversary MSRP today. That's a great find because those bottles are gone. Those bottles pretty much you really can't find them. No easy speech that's cooking for the family. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, Drew, I got you. I'll be at work all day, so But yeah, that the 70th anniversary Wild Turkey MSRP, that's a fine. Yeah, light scotch, but usually it's one note. Yeah, you're right. That's why I really, and that's the reason I was asking about the 18-year. I was wondering, did it give you more from an 18-year than you can get from a regular bottle of scotch? Yeah. Store by me has two cases of the Wild Turkey 70. I'm going to, wow, Tucker. Down here, we don't see that bottle anymore. That 70th anniversary Wild Turkey, I cannot find that bottle anymore. I don't even ask about it anymore. We appreciate you, Drew. We appreciate you. And a lot of people don't understand, but they might understand. I can't say that. We go through a lot, we see a lot, we do a lot. So I appreciate you, Drew, saying that. So you won a bottle and you loved it. DJ, good deal. Good deal. You know, I'm gonna I'm gonna dive in some, yeah, you know, we see how this channel go in the future. Right now, I'm gonna stick with bourbon and whiskey and bourbon until probably 2027. And after we get through bourbon on the banks in October and the holiday seasons, Thanksgiving and Christmas, maybe in 2027, depends where I'm at, we might can branch out a lot. Got you, Riverdale. I got you. I got you. I got you. Yeah, so we definitely go see how the rest of the year is going here, and depends on where I'm sitting at after bourbon on the banks. So in November, I'm going to sit down and try to reevaluate and look at where I'm at, the numbers I'm at, and see if we need to branch out into other things. But I have a little bit more time. I have some time to actually figure that out. But I'm going to try to get to these through the rest of the year just to make that decision. I found the 70th anniversary. Well, I'll tell you, it's a word. Mm. The 615, my favorite bottles. I'm going to give you my favorite top four bottles here. Um, just because we went over it before, but since you asked that question, I'm going to give you my top four bottles. I was going to say in no certain order, but it is an order. My top one is going to be the George C. Stagg. The second one, which it comes in very, very close, is going to be the A. Smith Bowman. The A. Smith Bowman was my number one bottle for almost a year until I got the George C. Stagg. And then the George C. Stagg took number one. This is number two. Now, my number three is probably going to be the Old Carter, my number three bottle. And then my number four is going to be the E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof. Now, I picked up the Thomas Handy. I haven't tried it yet. And I don't know where it's going to fit in my ranking. And this one right here, I need to put this one in the test between my top four because this Sleeper's Fort single barrel cash strength is something amazing. It's something amazing. And if you haven't tried it, it's an 8-year-old bottle. It is great. And I'm thinking when I put it against my top four, that this one is going to sneak its way in the top four. I don't know where, but I know it's that good. So that's going to be my top four bottles plus This one. No, no, no. Don't worry about it, Riverdale. George C. said 2025. It's amazing. Okay, Drew, got you. I haven't had the old George stag, but they are better than the George C. That George C. stag I have is amazing. It is. It is. I fell in love with it. I mean, it took over the A. Smith Bowman. And if you've been following my channel, you know that I really do like that A. Smith Bowman. But it took number one. It's that good. Now, it doesn't say that it won't change in the next 6 months. I might do a blind and pick that A. Smith Bowman over the George C. Stagg. But right now, as it sit, that's the way it is. Tell you what, 615, Sinkers is my store. I love going to Sinkers. Every time I'm in Nashville, I stop by Sinkers and I talk to my guy. So hopefully I make it down there and I stop by Sinkers. I always like to go in there, even though I might not buy anything. I love to go in there and talk to my guy Terrence. So the next time you're in Sinkers, if you ever go back, I don't know when you go back, tell Terrence a little old fashioned said, "What's up?" That's my guy right there. I made Terrence famous one day. We did a video at Sinkers, and Terrence gave me some great bottles at some great prices. And that video did very well. And Terrence told me that I made him famous. So shout out to Terrence's Sinkers. I really do appreciate him. Dave, that batch number four, Ace Smith Bowman is really good. Yeah. When I find some Ace Smith Bowman below 350, $400, I'm going to pick it up because I got mine at a great price. I got mine at a great price. And I refuse to pay secondary prices for Ace Smith Bowman. Now it's great. It's great, but I don't want to pay secondary prices. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, you subbing gets me one subscriber closer to 11,000. So I appreciate that. One step closer. And that's the thing about this bourbon journey here on YouTube. One subscriber at a time. It's not a race, it's a walk. Um, and it's funny I should say that because I enjoy the walk. I enjoy the walk through YouTube because if I consider this a race, I'm just going to run past everybody and I'm not going to meet anybody. I'm not going to see anybody because I'm steady running toward the 11,000 mark. I don't want to be that guy. I want to be the one that walks to my goal because when you walk to the goal, you can actually see who are supporting you. You can actually talk to some people. You can actually take your time. You won't get out of breath. You won't be burnt out because you're walking to your goal. And now you can see the big picture. And that's how I'm looking at YouTube as a walk instead of a run. So I appreciate everybody that has supported this channel. I see you. I see you and I appreciate you. I try to comment on everybody who comments in the section. I try to reply and I see you out there. So I appreciate everyone that's hey, Barbara Peanuts, what's going on? What's going on, Barbara Peanuts? Um, which old Carter do you have? Let me see. Let me put it up to the camera really quickly. Barbara Peanuts, while I'm holding this up to the camera, actually, Big Rick asked me a question, and I said that um, when you come in, I will ask you that question. And they were asking about a friend of ours that we always on YouTube together, and they haven't heard from him. And I said, "Hey, I don't know, Barbara Peanuts have him on this channel a lot. Haven't seen him in a while, and let's forget it. I'm gonna hit you on the back channel, and I just don't want to because it doesn't make any difference. I hit you on the back channel. Yeah, what's going on? Barbara Peanuts has a YouTube channel. And if you haven't subscribed to them, please hit that like and subscribe button. They are very funny. They're a couple, very funny. Matter of fact, I watch them all the time. And I seen a video. I didn't comment on it, but you were at a tasting. And I saw that you tasted a lot of Penelope products. And I was wondering what you thought about it. Did you like the Penelope? And I know you haven't tried a lot of Penelope Barber peanuts, but what do you think about the Penelope that you tasted on your video? I'm going to go back and actually comment on that video when I get a chance. But did you like the Penelope Barber peanuts? Just want to see if you did. Short barrel bee's knees. You the second person who said they are drinking the short barrel bee's knees. Mm. So, okay. Hmm. I was waiting to see. So short barrel bees knees store pick. I got my first bees knees coming back from, you know, Barber Peanuts, that Modelo. I had no idea how good that was. I saw you drinking it on one of your videos, and I decided to pick up a beer, Modelo, and I really do enjoy it. I really do enjoy it. So I appreciate you actually putting that in focus for me. Hey, you can't beat that. Jack Daniel's single barrel, barrel proof. You can't beat that. It's pretty good. T 210, yeah. Mm, man, that's good. That's good. Let me ask you this question. Everybody out there who's still watching, the Sazerac rye straight, the foolproof 125, can you find it in your area? Can you find it at your local liquor store? And if you can find it at your local liquor store, how much do you pay for it? How much is this sitting on the shelf at your local liquor store? I really want to know. I really want to know because I can't find it here, so I don't know how much it is because I can't find it sitting on the shelf anywhere around here. So, what do you pay for it? What is this bottle sitting on your shelf at? I need to know. Big Rick MacD, haven't seen it. Okay. Wow. Roderick, what's going on? Hey, thank you for stopping by, Roderick. $25. Okay. $25 not bad. So go to they always have it. How much is it in Ohio? So the only price I have seen in the comments is this bottle is $25. I haven't tried the bottle tasting. I haven't tried that one yet. That's the next bottle that's on my list though. I heard it was a good pour. Drew says none existing in Kentucky. $35. So we have a $25 and we have a $35. We appreciate you, Roger. Thank you for stopping by. So we have a $39 in Texas. So, okay, it's in Michigan, but we don't know how much it is in Michigan. Okay, the 90 proof. Yeah, we can find the 90 proof a lot around here. Just paid $33. So okay, so we right there in that range. I think the 30, the 33, 35 price range. $25. $25 in Michigan. Wow. It's funny how you get a $25, $35, $10 difference. And I can't even find it anywhere around here. But if I can find this bottle, if I can find this bottle at $25, promise you, I promise you, I will buy a case of it. That is so crazy that you can find this bottle for $25. It's so crazy you can find this bottle for $35. That's 210. I was about to ask that same question. Are the $25 in Michigan, Leon, are they this bottle? Let me put it up here so you can see it. Is it that bottle? The 125 proof. What's going on, B? We was asking B, $25 is cheaper than we were asking B about this Sazerac rye, foolproof 125. I can't find it in my area, but I was asking the people in the chat how much is it in their local liquor store? And I have gotten prices between $25 and $39. That is a pretty big difference. So Rich says 30 to 35 all day in Cali. Okay. So I'm seeing around the 33, $35 range, somewhere in there. Okay, okay. So, oh, gotcha. So let's strike the 25. The 25 was a 90 proof. Okay, good deal. What's going on? What's going on? Thank you for stopping by. We appreciate you. So 34 dollars. Okay. So that's where we're standing at between 34, 35, somewhere in there. I think that's the consensus. It was $39, Buffalo Trace. So, I don't mind paying $39 for it. 35, 39, all the same to me. DJ, we found out that 25 is just the 90 proof. Good deal. Good deal. So now I can sort of see where I am when it comes to pricing. So I need to know so I won't pay that much for the bottle. So I know exactly the price in my head of where I would get the bottle or what I would pay for it. I have it in my head. So I appreciate you. Thank you. Good deal. Good deal. And I think this is going to be my last pour of the day. This Leiper's Ford single barrel cash strength. This one right here. I tell you what, it has to be my last pour of the day because I want to end this live stream with something fantastic. And this one right here is something that it is worth buying. It is worth actually finding this. If you like to try before you buy, it's worth finding this, trying it, and I promise you, you will buy it. It's that good. So let's open this one up before, and I'm going to use my good Glencairn. Yeah, this is a good one because I like to pour good stuff in great glasses. This one right here is probably going to cost you about $89. It's about an $89 price range on this one. But I'm gonna tell you, 210, it's well worth it. It's well worth it, in my opinion. It gives you a cherry, it's cherry forward, a sweet cherry. Um, it drinks well. It's a well balanced bottle. It finishes well. Has a great nose to it. Matter of fact, I think if I put this bottle up against my top four, it probably going to move into my top four. That's how good that is going to be. This is going to be a straight, it's a bourbon. It's definitely a bourbon. What makes this Glencairn better? I'm glad you asked that. How does it compare to Jack Daniels 14? I have a sample of Jack Daniels 14. I don't have a bottle of Jack Daniels 14, not yet. So until I get the bottle, I'm going to say I really can't compare it. But let me answer the question about the Glencairn. This here, hopefully you can see it. You see the top? This top is more wider and it's thicker. If you can see the glass, you can see the difference. This is actually heavier. And if you can see the bottom above Glenn's, you can tell that it is different. It's heavier, it's wider, and hopefully you can see that. I don't know. There you go. Hopefully you can see that. From is it so many days? Yes, DJ, I work 10 days a month, but it's 24-hour shifts. So let's say I work Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Then I'm off Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And then I work Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. And then I'm off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I can tell you when I'm working in 2029 if I'm still there because my days never change. I haven't tried the Elkwood yet. I haven't, but I'm looking forward to that Elkwood of Dave. I haven't tried it. I've seen that bottle in a lot of liquor stores, but I haven't tried it yet. I feel like such a drug. I always drink straight from the liquor now. No problem, Drew. It's okay. I thought about that. Eventually, I'm going to go down that road to actually make some Glens with my logo on it. Have you tried the bullet bottled and bun? I've have the bullet bottled and bun. It's around here somewhere. I think I see it. Let me see. Yeah, I have it. I just really tried a taste of it. As you can see, I just poured a little bit in the Glen, and I said that I was going to revisit it, but I cannot remember how it tasted. I'm not going to lie to you. I cannot remember how this one tastes. Maybe the next live stream we'll pop it open to revisit that. But excuse me, I want to end my live stream, but I know it's going to be a great pour, and that's going to be this Leiper's Fort. Yeah, great bottle. Great bottle. And I know, man, you can smell it. I can smell it just by popping the cork. And I know they have this one you can taste before you buy it at Buster's in Memphis. I know they have it because I seen it at the bar. Christopher, Pikesville Rye is a good one. Christopher, make sure, yeah, I see that right. Pikesville Rye, I seen that. I seen that. And I'm glad you said that because I seen that bottle and I did not know Pikesville made four different ones. And I didn't know which Pikesville to buy, but now I know the Pikesville rye. So thank you for stopping by and thank you for telling me that because that question was in my head. Aceman Bowman is $99 here, but I can't find it at this time. Roderick, if you can find an Aceman Bowman for $99, I would love to know where you at. Man, if you can find an Aceman Bowman for $99, that is worth me probably coming to where you at, to be honest with you. Because I've seen the Aceman Bowman for $3.99 here. Oh, won't happen again. I stopped at least one. I got you. Man, I'm finna say, if you can find an Aceman Bowling for $99, that might be worth a road trip. And I don't get on the road a lot. Virginia, gotcha. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. I don't want to keep you all on here that long. Man, this right here, man. The nose on here, fantastic. This right here might be up in my number four. Is that good? I'm currently hunting a Penelope 7-year barrel strand. Can't find it anywhere. Keep looking. It's out there. It is out there. That's the good thing about hunting. You never know. You never know when you find something special. You never know when you find something special. So before we do this, before we toast out, I am going to go over a few more things. Um, just because they are so important to me. The Little Old Fashioned Guide to Bourbon and Whiskey. You can definitely find it on YouTube. If you want to know more about bourbon and whiskey, this right here would tell you everything you know from start to finish. It even got my rating system on the back, just in case you want to know how I rate bottles. Another thing is going to be my bourbon and whiskey puzzle book. If you like crossword, not crossword, if you like word searches, this is going to be the book for you. um, Downtime, this is going to be the book for you. Airport, book for you. This thing right here has word searches, and they're not easy. They're not easy. You are going to actually put in some work to do word searches. And what I did not like about the word searches you can get from the bookstores is they are easy and you run through them very quickly. This book right here, you won't. You won't. And if you like to color, you're talking about relaxation. This Sip and Shade book right here, relaxation. Just to show you a picture of what's in here, let me give you a good one. I love casinos because if you've been following my channel, you know that I love going to Vegas. And this is what you're going to get when you're talking about the Sip and Shade. And then the one that I'm excited about the one that I'm excited about, and I cannot not stop talking about this one, is going to be the Bourbon Lifestyle Personality Test. This one right here. If you want to know where you stand in the bourbon lifestyle world, if you want to know what kind of bourbon drinker you are, I guarantee you this one right here is going to tell you exactly what kind of bourbon drinker you are. It's got questions in here and it got multiple answers. Have you ever taken a personality test? If you have, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And then after you add the questions up, you know exactly where you stand in the bourbon community. And when I took it, let me tell you, it was so accurate, it scared me. So I'm excited about that one. So before we go out, before we go out, I always want to toast out to something special. Does anyone have anything special going on? Birthdays, anniversaries, um, promotions, anything like that they have going on? Just put it in the comments below because we like to toast out. We like to toast out. Big Rick, yeah, we still here. We about to toast out though, Big Rick. It's been over 2 hours and I got to work in the morning. And that's why I sort of came on here a little early. Nothing here, just Easter. I got you. My six son out of seven is having a baby. Okay, Big Rick. Awesome. So you gonna be another grandpa. Big Rick, salute to you for that. Salute to you, Big Rick. Hopefully you doing good over there. So okay, Easter. Let's do that. That seems like the this hit my 40th on March. So we got a grandkid, we have Easter, we have a birthday. Awesome. So this is what we're going to do. First of all, Big Rick, we are going to actually give you a shout out, not only for your grandkid. We are going to give you a shout out, Big Rick, for your YouTube channel. I know you just getting into YouTube, but you're doing a fantastic job out there, Big Rick. And I guarantee you, people see you. People see you out there, Big Rick. So great job on YouTube. And let's talk about the grandkid. Congratulations. Congratulations, Big Rick, on your grandkid. Now, we have birthday. Someone hit 45 on March 31st. So, congratulations. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. You just had one. Hopefully, you had a great birthday. Hopefully, it went exactly the way you thought it was going to go. And hopefully, you got something special because guess what? It's your birthday. You have to do something special on your birthday. So happy birthday, happy belated birthday. And let's talk about Easter. Hopefully, everyone is having a good weekend so far. But tomorrow is Easter. And I don't know if you have any plans, and I don't know how you feel about Easter. That doesn't matter. But here at a little old fashioned, I can tell you this: we have something in common. We have bourbon in common. And since we have bourbon in common, that means that we all can come together and we can all think of the same thing at one point in time because we always think about bourbon. We talk about bourbon. We have that in we all have that in common. So I don't care how you feel about certain situations. Just know that we are all family. And hopefully everyone has a great Easter. Hopefully, everyone relaxes. Hopefully, everyone takes what they think is important and take that to heart and have a great rest of the week. So, hopefully, again, everyone has a great Easter, have a great week, and thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by a little old fashioned. 210. I've been lucky enough to find the 12, 10, 12, 14 this year. You know, I'm still looking. I'm still looking for that 10, 12, and 14. And hopefully I'll find it. You know, Drew, I have to work tomorrow on Easter and I'm not going to be with my family. And usually if I'm not working, I go over my parents' house and we sit down and we cook. We just enjoy each other after we leave church. And I'm not going to do that this year because I'm at work. So I'm gonna miss out, but that's the hand I was dealt, and that's the cards that I chose. Because being a first responder, I have missed holidays, I have missed birthdays, I have missed a lot of things. But again, that is the path that I chose, and that it is what it is. Yes. Up, Dave. Yes. Real Queasy, what's going on? Thank you for stopping by. And for those who haven't hit the subscribe button, please hit that like and subscribe button. You on shift tomorrow 210? Hey, you understand how I feel. Understand how I feel. Hopefully you have a great day. Hopefully it's a slow day. Hopefully it's a slow day. And hopefully, people are going to be with their families and off the streets. And try not to burn down the house with the grills. One thing about tomorrow, I think it's going to rain. I know it rained today. Hopefully, it rains tomorrow. And I know this is selfish. I know this is selfish. If it rains tomorrow, won't be grilling, people won't be outside, and hopefully, we won't have any calls because I don't want to do any fires tomorrow. Knock on wood. I know it's selfish. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. And again, if you haven't watched my last video, go back and watch the last video. I picked up a great bottle. I picked up the Thomas Handy. Go back, like the video if you haven't watched it, hype the video if you haven't hyped it. I think you can only hype videos on mobile. I don't know. They won't let me hype my own videos. So go back, support that video, and I do appreciate it. So again, I'm out. Hopefully everyone has a great week. Watch the video tomorrow, 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. And on that video, like, subscribe, and hype. It's coming out at 6 o'clock tomorrow. But again, I appreciate you, everyone. Happy Easter. What are we drinking? Carlos, we are drinking now the Leiper's Fort Single Barrel. We tried a few rides tonight. We tried the Castle and Key, Peerless. We tried the Ingram, and we tried the Sazerac Foolproof. And we are ending it with the Leiper's Fort. What are you drinking, Carlos? Carlos, you drinking anything before we get out of here? Just to give you a chance to answer. I don't want to go without you answering. Maybe not. All right, Carlos. Oh, Drew NT 10719. Okay. You can't go wrong with that NT 107. Thank you, Drew. All right. Y'all take care. I'm out. Carlos said he pulling some Sagamore. That's what I'm talking about.